I mean, we're standing on
He'll
what I call home,
he'll glare
theoretically.
at at a like that knowing look of you know what I mean.
What do you mean? Now I'm asking as Kevin.
Oh, he's one like more of a not like yeah the underworld is their home, but it's he's more referring to like home where they
Like,
grew up.
like where she grew up herself.
Yeah, like the clan and stuff like that.
Uh, it's tough for her. She would say at you glaring, she would say, "I'm not made for that role. I think we're already aware of that. Uh, my sister is, and as much as we do return often enough, uh, maybe maybe I don't step off the ship when we are close by. Maybe I should think about it." She said.
Bjorn will look and ask, "Are our clans okay? Are they faring well?"
Um, I mean, all the clans in the south aren't doing too well as of probably 3 days ago. I've been trying to, again, I kid you not, I've been trying to get over there, and the reports I'm hearing are very disorienting. There are people that are abandoning posts. That, like, I mean, we could go there right now. The ship is fixed. Like, look, and they are pointing at this rock that seems to be molding itself from the scar that was once placed from this weapon that you're holding, Bjorn. We could go there right now. We could go double check on things, but honestly, we probably would be better off taking a walk down through the caverns. There is a bit of the chute there. Um, but it's also dangerous to go through there because there's a lot of those monsters. So I don't know. We could fly or we could walk over, but it's about the same distance. It's just flying. We'd have a crew and some eyes to look out. We'd probably go bare bones and pick up whoever that needs to go over to the own stream. In fact, you guys have like a ton of people up here. I don't really know what's. Oh, I guess that ship is big, huh? Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
it supposedly needs 40 people to run, and we're trying to
Sorry, what?
recruit 25 currently.
Oh, okay. Do you have the funds for that?
Um, we should, let's just say the queen rewards people with high amounts.
No. What? No. Are you talking about Ayala?
Yeah, basically she's saying that, Ayala rewards those who who do her work.
This is what Ayala rewards you with. She takes off her helmet and she points at all the scars around her face. She puts her helmet back on and she says, "When you're done with this place, I suggest you go to the horns, the court, the the port of horns. You go to the port of horns or the
Quarter horns, court.
Sure. Is that it? Is that what people are scared of in the overworld? You go to them,
Yeah,
and they here look. They pull out from their satchel. There's seems to be like a dozen little rolled up papers in there, and they pull out one of them. They look at it now. They pull out the other. These are the oldest ones that they seem to just grab, and they're carefully inspecting them, putting them back in. The third one they check, and they say, "Yeah, here," and they point to you this. I want to say it's like a warrant. saying, free the underworld, pays up to 1 million gold. Contact warden of port.
I mean, that's a job we are doing, but oh well.
So you already know about the bounty. Great, excellent. Then you will know.
It's actually been up for quite a while. Actually, it's been up for quite a while. Not a lot of people come out for doing it, though.
Yeah, I'll tell you the secret. Ayala. She's poor. She doesn't have money. She's probably old whore. Well, you'll see a bunch of silver here. You'll find galliolite. You'll find magic. But the elves, we've been taken from under all of you this entire time. I mean, that was up until Adisor showed up and ruined it, of course. But after that, it was pretty hard to stay liquid, you know. So if you were waiting for Ayala to give you any sort of benefits, any sort of stuff,
that was a bit of a lie about the old Ayala giving us the gold. You see, we went through a big bounty ourselves before we came down here.
Yeah, what was your bounty?
A dragon.
Ah, you say the dragon as well. I have taken 2 myself and have infused most of their essence into these rings, and they're showing off these rings that would be in place where a wedding ring would be. Bjorn, at least one of them is the white one. The other one's just arrayed in different spots. They do show it off. In these
Bjorn
lands,
will...
dragons are many, powerful, and must be slain occasionally. Something your people may not be too aware of, Bjorn, thanks to the efforts of mine.
Bjorn will pull his father's axe up and spin it, handing her the hilt, and go, I was told to activate my father's axe. I must have the head of a dragon.
Fine.
What do you know of it?
The heads of
He
dragons.
hands her it, pointing out the runes.
Easy enough
on the
to
blade.
find. What kind of dragon are you seeking?
I don't know. I don't know how to read these runes.
I can't read this either. This is not a language I understand. This has been written before, so whoever wrote it was cursed, if they ever were.
Arthur expects the runes, see if they're draconic in nature.
They are not. Axe. They hand you the axe back. They heard of this axe. They knew you were missing it for a while. Your clan was missing it for a while, I think, right? Or no?
No, his father.
You're missing the other one, right?
Yeah, he's missing his other one.
Okay. So, as they look upon this familiar axe, they say, "This is a dragon slayer weapon." Do you know
What I
that
was
for a
told.
fact? Who told you this?
And he's gonna drop the Butcher of Barbados' name.
Butcher, Barbados. Heard of the place Barbados. There are many iterations of it. Some hints of something of the Aeon systems. Was the last I've heard of that name.
Fucking look for his actual name, because I couldn't remember.
I don't think Bjorn would know. Arthur would know that you're talking about the guy known as Noel.
Are you talking about the Butcher of Barbados? DM, I'm gonna need your help remembering the guy.
Yeah, you remember that they specifically are an entity that was in the battles against Adasor and multiple other battles, one of the survivors in that regard. And they held back Adasor's attacks in Aeon until Azela showed up. But people call him the Immortal One, or the Immortal Noel.
Arthur says all that. Like,
You'd probably say more succinct. You'd probably say, "Oh yeah, the Noel guy, the
oh yeah,
Immortal," like that.
the Immortal One, the Adasor Guardianish guy.
Yeah, at that, Edda does sort of seem to have a bit of recognition in their eyes. Yeah, I think I've heard of them. They're here. Aren't they from like? Well, I guess people from the
One's here.
Interesting.
One.
That seems to me about my act.
He's the one who told you.
Yes.
Hmm.
He said that this axe needed the head of a dragon to be awakened.
Well, let's go find one. These people.
My head's off limits. He then shouts. My head is off limits, though.
Bjorn kind of looks over at Arthur like,
You are the kin of dragon. I don't think that applies.
And then he's gonna look at Edda and go, what do you know of this axe's twin? My clan has searched for it for centuries. I've heard tales of it.
Sweetie, so much you've told me. If I find it, I think I'm keeping it. I'll return it eventually, to the clan. Once I've had some joy with it, they say.
And Bjorn looks at her and goes, if you were to return it to the clan, you would be returning it to my hands. As he holds up his father's ring, signifying the chieftain.
Alright, how about this? A trade. When I find that, if I find it, I won't even give it a second glance. I'll bring it over to you immediately. But I want my sword.
You find
Arthur
that
just says, just give her
I
a
will
sword.
give you
Repeat that, Bjorn?
He looks at her, clasps in like a, you've got a deal?
Yeah.
And he goes, if you find that axe, I will give you this sword.
Oh no, it doesn't work that way. I get the sword. I'll guarantee you get the axe. I mean,
How do I know that you're not going to run off, Edda?
If I locate it,
Once
it will be yours. That I cannot break. Even in Ayala. Even in the zone. Although promises are not kept by her bind, by her magic. I would never break it.
So,
Bjorn,
should we head off on your clan then?
the sword.
Give him the sword?
Yeah, Bjorn will hand her the sword.
Yep, they grab it. They rush out of this place excitedly with their sword.
Remember our deal, Edda.
Yep. She says as she's walking away. She goes away for a bit. You guys are left there. You guys do something? Follow her? I don't know.
Bjorn's tired of standing around this fucking rock.
Wait, what?
Bjorn's going upstairs.
Okay, sure.
He's tired of being in the dark.
Yeah. Eventually, Etta goes to that next floor, and then she actually goes to the floor after that. She does. If you guys follow, she would invite you in her room, which is like the captain's room.
Yeah, he's following Etta to make sure that she's not up to no bullshit.
Arthur just follows, that way doesn't become alone.
Yeah, you come along as well. I have to move your thing. I forgot about that. My bad. And there's a dead body just sitting there. It looks exactly like Etta, minus scars, and no armor. Not like it's not the Ivy armor. It's more. This armor's weird, right? Like imagine like a headlight in the middle of an armor. It's a little bit more of an orb, kind of like just a massive pearl, almost. And then the rest of the armor just seems to be a breastplate. Effectively, they're just sitting there, slumped. Eventually, Etta just walks over to her desk. She opens a massive drawer that seems to just have black within it. She takes the weapon and puts it in there slowly and carefully, and then she just sticks it in there. Then she starts rummaging inside for a minute, and eventually pulls out a massive sack that's just a bunch of crinkling rocks in there. They sort of just lay it to the side. They close the drawer. There's a bit of a magic light that happens. You can only assume that this locks this drawer, and they leave the sack on the table. And they say, well, I did my due. This is what's going to cost for Dea to come back. I'm sure you remember her. Bjorn, we played some tricks before with you. I don't know if you remembered. So sorry about that. We were childish. Well, she still is, I think. Etta says.
No, still broke.
But she says, yeah, we're done here. And she steps out. And she goes to this individual, the one who you all been dealing with for the most part. And she says, Wraith, the people that were downstairs, and Wraith says, yes, the big spenders, they were having a bit of a commotion. Did you check up on them? Are they okay? Yes, so it turns out some of them, they kind of look around. They gauge the area. They read the room. Some of them I have known, some of them I met before, and others are, well, gonna accompany us to the Dragonlands. We're going to the Dragonlands, right, guys? Before going to the south? It is on the way.
Might as well.
Sure.
Wraith
Sure.
says, that's gonna take
Plus,
us,
I can test out this.
that's gonna take us like
Plus, I
8
can test
days. What are you talking about? Why would we go to the south right now? We have so much to do in the castle hold. There's people that still need to leave, and half these people want to join the Onus Serene. Etta just raises a finger real quick to have Wraith take a deep breath as they're sort of just spouting all this. And Etta says, actually, the engine is no longer stuck with the weapon that was in there. I believe the weapon was sapping energy because look, you can tell that there's full power now, and the Wraith looks up. You're not sure what they're looking up at, but there seems to be something that triggers their sight to understand that something's up. You guys could make perception checks or arcana checks.
I'm gonna do a perception because Arcana sucks for me.
Yeah. You see it. At least you noticed that because this room These rooms generally were dim. They felt like a seedy bar that you'd walk into. Now, the lights are bright as hell. They're good enough for people to no longer be able to cheat with their gambling anymore. There seems to be a guy that seems to be losing because of it. There are people that are more aware of how many cups they've drank, conversations like this. And clearly, they're looking at the power that's been being influenced all across this bow.
Would I have even had to do a perception check, considering I'm proficient with these type of vessels?
Yeah, proficiency with flying is in proficiency with knowing its ups and downs, but although you would have had advantage because of that. It's more this ship is very old anyways. And
okay.
The change is subtle. But subtle enough in a bar, I'll tell you right now. Either
and
way.
You said the bartender's name was
Wreath.
Wreath?
Wreath.
He's gonna kind of look at Edda, look at Wreath, back at Edda, and then go, another cask of ale, Wreath.
Edda says, no more cask of ales for him. We have work to do. And they start walking faster.
We have 8 days.
No, we'll get there in like no time almost. I guarantee you. They walk up.
A glass of ale.
You heard the boss.
Thank God I've got this one. He kind of mumbles.
Don't worry.
Pull out the one you still holding.
Yeah, he's the one he's holding.
Arthur grabs the Bjorn by his shoulder. Come on, we got work to do.
Yeah, work to do. So where do you guys go? What do you guys
Bjorn
do?
is clutching to the one that he has.
It still has some, yeah, it's not empty. You've been distracted. You guys go upstairs, outside, where the griffins are?
Yeah. I'm trying to move the ground.
Yeah, stepping out, you do see that there is a couple of people that were in the bar that may have not been there momentarily, probably utilized by Wraith to how do I say, give libations and creature comforts to the individuals that are waiting online. There seems to be a massive line of people, a bit of a tense situation walking around as well, as you can assume that time has been going as you guys have continuously interviewed many folk. So, here's a couple of
above
things.
Table, Victor, do you think we should take Sally with us?
Who's Sally
That is her
again?
name.
He's the one with the Zaya vessel flying the ship around, the other quarter horn member.
No, Sally's the one that we hired.
Oh, Sally's that girl.
Yeah, the one that ran and got him a cup of water.
Oh, you guys don't need anybody. You guys have Edda. So, what happened?
Well, well, we could call Arthur. Kind of like looks at the captain. We could bring one of our own ships, like our little mini ship, over. Do you have a communicator I could use?
You guys could do that. So, as you guys come upstairs, first things first, you guys see the crowd. You see the griffins hanging about. Edda's being approached by some of her guards, who immediately after Edda tells them, well, they need a step out and start looking around because they have one job, and it's to make sure nobody invades this ship. As Edda feels that job wasn't properly done, they sort of give them a bit of like a side eye as they're walking away. They
Right.
grab. Mhm.
Can I try to pet or interact with this griffin?
That one is bloodied, and
That's
like
the one that Rain healed.
yeah, like they're still like there's blood on them. Is what I mean. Like there's coated dry blood on them. They seem to just be licking at that stuff. Might not be the best to interrupt. All the other ones seem to be more docile. This one seems to be like in a bad mood, you can tell.
Kind of pissed off.
Yeah, like passive insight. You don't want to touch this guy. The other ones look cool. They're just chilling.
And he will go to a different one.
Yeah.
He just wants to pet a fucking griffin.
The moment you approach, having seen you look at the griffin that's down there, they would say, yeah, Thea's griffin is a little bit of a dickhead, I'll tell you right now. As they're looking down to the... But they say, so we could be off right now. Do you want to disembark all the people that you have in here? We will be chasing a dragon down. What kind of dragon you said you wanted? Best to figure that out before we approach Dragonland, you know.
I don't know what kind of dragon he would need. You just told me he needs a dragon head.
I mean, do you give them a type? You could say, like, I need a fire dragon, I need a water dragon, I don't know.
That's what I'm asking you is above table.
What
Like,
would Bjorn say? Because they didn't... Noel did not specify what type of dragon. It might just mean dealer's choice. This individual did tell you that they have the essence of multiple dragons. You're not sure what that exactly means.
He would look probably at Edda and go, I need a lightning dragon.
Well, I do believe you will be in luck around this area. There may just be one of those still hanging around.
Good.
Now Kevin will double check. Yes. So yeah, lightning dragon. Last time I saw a lightning dragon nest was probably towards the probably closest to like the G zone, really. Probably like the I zone, near towards closer to you, like in between you, where like your clan is, assuming you're still in the same spot, and where.
All I see is the ship, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, she's telling you this. She's saying a whole bunch of pedantic information of like how. Exactly it is. But yeah, no. If you guys want to get specific, you want to pull out the map, show no tell. Let's do it.
Yeah. I like this mix.
The around Indira, Zone I, she's telling you there are some of those things not exactly on Zone I. You would know that Dragonlands don't actually have a map, but they are a fifth as big as the entire underworld. So it's just a bit of a zone that almost interconnects everything. Just imagine like a globe,
and are
the core itself is like where the fire dragons are, and then the lightning dragons are just away from that, and then there's acid dragons elsewhere and other stuff.
You said we're this little dot, we're this little green one, right?
That dot would be the mark of where your ship is at. This is where your people generally are at. I think the little settlement is where your people are at. Where we are at is this yellow.
Where are we at?
All the way to the northeast, on the city of the Onisirene, which is just a spaceship. There is no castle there. That was a lie. The ship is a
city of Onisirene. Okay. Goddamn, we gotta go a long fucking way.
Oh, so she's telling you it's not gonna take that long. It's gonna be super fast.
Oh.
You guys fixed my ship. This guy saved me so much time.
You would
If
look at
anything,
her.
I'll do anything to help you get this big thing out of here, so that we could take Fierro out, because we have a timeline. Your friend has the timer, so that's very annoying that she disappeared out of nowhere. So I hope it doesn't bite us in the ass later. But yeah, I mean, let's do what we could. We could probably slay some of those Grimworks. You might want to check on the front there, to be honest with you, after the dragon. Or do you want to go there first? It would be a bit of a waste of time, but you know, I don't know. Up to you guys. They seem to just
Go
sort
there
of
after.
hang. What do you say?
Sorry.
He's gonna
Sorry, I
kind of after the dragon.
So dragon first. That works for everybody?
I mean, yeah.
Alright.
I mean, that's one small break to a interviewee for a while. Plus, I can try out the eyeball artifact.
Bjorn, the entire time that they're flying, he's loving on a fucking griffin. He really wants to pet the fucking griffin.
Wait, what? Repeat that? Bjorn?
Bjorn just wants to pet the fucking griffin.
Yeah, you could pet the griffins. All the other griffins are perfectly fine to pet. They all seem to just be hanging around. Just looking at you a little like, okay, yeah. Yeah, they're the cool ones. Stay as that's the asshole. I want to see you pet that one. You know, like they're giving you that eye, like a challenge almost. But do you guys tell Edda to clear the ship out? Do you guys want to go full house with the crew that you have alone, or do you guys want to do a trial run with the people that you guys are about to hire and have them try to figure things out? What do you guys want to do?
I was thinking about saying the ones that we do have to the ship, you know, to make sure, and send the hirees to the lobby to wait.
Okay, so
So
the
the
ones
ones
you
we
hired to go to the Illness Arena.
I'll be right back.
and the ones that aren't to a serene to be interviewed by our other employees.
Trial by fire? Like, are you guys gonna take them with you to test them out, or are you gonna leave them behind? So they could, I don't know. It's up to you guys. If you want more hands to help or not. That just means other things could also fall in battle.
I mean, I was planning just to leave the crew members in Serene to kind of watch over the Serene while we're gone.
They will watch over the Illness Arena. Perfectly fine.
I mean, there's the pack already keeping an eye on things, and
I dig it.
that guy with the leader trait possibly could help keep in charge while we're gone.
Alright. And then the rest of them will help in this area. That's what I'm understanding.
Yep. But that's just my idea. I wonder what Jeff thinks, though. I'll be right back.
I'm back.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Affirmative.
So we have decided to have the people that were already hired go to the Onus Arena and start getting everybody in the Onus Arena. But they still don't know how much they're getting paid, so they gave you guys looks like, okay, as long as, you know. Anyways,
We'll talk about the contract as we finish business.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after. It's all fixed, but yeah, currently you guys just have a bit of a crew helping out with this area. They're scouting out to make sure there's no issues occurring as one would in an airship. They all seem to sort of understand the scenario, and the Griffins sort of bunker down as they're in flight but aren't flying themselves. Might look uncomfortable or feel uncomfortable, but they're used to it enough. And you guys want to go to the Dragonlands.
Yep.
Or a lightning dragon.
Yes, sir.
Should be hard to find. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
So yeah, I guess we'll scout. One of us will scout. Or someone will scout. And yeah. Let's just do it this way. Here we go. I'm just gonna do this. Turn it on. Save settings. Yes. And then I can adjust as I can. Excellent. So gonna have you guys, I guess both of you, perception or nature checks to locate a dragon while you're flying around, headed towards the south of the map. Yeah, I want to say you guys bump into what seems like a dragon. It might not be. It might just be like a massive boulder. But at a 100% is saying, no, that's a dragon. I can feel it. It's a dragon. It's a lightning dragon. My ring even tells me this.
Well, it's fun.
Yeah, might be better to sneak up to it. Look, it's almost like petrified. Look at that thing. That thing is old. This is
okay.
This thing must be very, very strong. So I mean, we could probably walk up right to it and then like attack it, kill it, and then that's the day done. But if it sees us coming,
okay,
we're gonna have a hard time. It could like run away and stuff. You guys know what dragons do? They fly usually. Can you fly?
Yeah,
Can you fly? They're looking at both of you.
I kind of fly.
You can fly. Great. So
Nope.
you'll be
Kind of.
great. You'll be great at making sure this thing goes down. So this is what I'm gonna do, right? So this is how you hunt dragons. They sort of you guys are like a couple miles away from this thing, probably looking through a periscope or some sort of periscope, some kind of binoculars of some sort. And as you're spotting this thing, and Edda's telling you guys what to do in this place, she's informing you. So this is the deal. The ship, you don't want to get it destroyed by dragons, so you don't want to get the ship anywhere near the dragon. But the ship is very useful for the dragon flies away. Like at the last moments, if it really would matter, they could take out the dragon for us. And usually you probably just have to wait around a bit for them to come back if necessary. But that's a risk that is more than viable to take because Arthur does have flying. Like she was gonna do this already, but now she's like, yo, our chances are now way better.
So, should we get started?
Bjorn's ready. He wants to kill something. He's tired of sitting.
Well, then let's hop to it. He then brings out the skeleton eyeball thing. I get to finally try this out.
You bring out the skeleton eyeball thing.
Yep.
Okay.
She's still curious of what that thing does, right?
concerned. So you guys, are you guys gonna walk up to this dragon? It looks, it looks like a stone, and it looks like it's sticking out from the ground, and it is in the shape of maybe a thing with wings and dragon sort of stuff, but it just looks like someone sculpted it. So she would have landed somewhere to the south, far, far away. You guys can put yourselves down there. Put Arthur down in one spot. Put Bjorn, put yourself down. And, how are you approaching this, guy?
Arthur uses the wing things to get over him.
So you want to fly up and over to this thing?
Yep.
It is like a mountainous entity. They are basically like a hill. You could do that, but if you were to like throw the ball and try to summon things like anywhere near that spot, you can assume that all those bones will fall due to gravity. So just letting you know, like if you could do that, you could fly over it and almost be undetected if this thing even is a dragon. But it's up to you.
Arthur walks just toward its body, I should say.
Okay, so you'll go next to it, like with
And
the whole group, or do you go
then
ahead?
Froze
Deal.
eyeball. I go ahead and throw the eyeball.
So are you telling the group that you're with, the ones that you're sneaking up to this place with, that you can't even tell was a dragon yet, and you want to use it? Or do you tell them anything, or what is the deal?
I tell him my plan to use the eyeball to summon skeletons who finish the job.
You're gonna summon what?
Skeletons. It worked before.
What are skeletons gonna do against a dragon? You'd need like a lot of skeletons to do anything against this thing. I think the three of us could handle it. We just have to get close to
If you
it.
say so.
Listen, we get close to it, we all attack at the same time, and we'll be done in, I don't know, maybe a couple minutes.
Arthur goes ahead, bringing his arms open. Oh, right. Who? Got an idea. I drop one of you two on the dragon, so that way you can have like a, what's the phrase? Ambush on it?
You're not lifting me. I should have brought my griffin, but I don't want it to die.
Arthur, you can't lift Bjorn.
Arthur tries to lift Bjorn.
He's hard to lift.
Yep, you're right. I guess I fly solo then.
Yeah, you're straining under Bjorn's weight. Edda's just looking at you guys like, what are y'all doing? Hurry up before this thing wakes up. Sort of
Bjorn
whispering.
is going to go this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
Which way?
Bjorn wants to take it.
Go for it. Yeah, go where you will. Go where you will. Everyone, go where you will to meet this dragon. If it even is a dragon. What
Can I
is
do a
Arthur
perception
doing?
check? Who is breathing?
It looks like a dragon rock thing.
Is it breathing?
Arthur grabs the
Do not
giant
see
scissors. Like Arthur grabs the giant scissors, flies over the dragon, and drops and gives it a big stab.
So you're gonna do that before everyone's ready?
Nope, he's just readying it.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna do
Waiting
it
for the
as everyone's getting ready. Gotcha. That's understandable. I get that. I'll put that you're there to exemplify that you're in the air. Let's give you a bit of a token as well. Why not wings? There you go. And then Edda will go like towards the front, hoping that someone goes towards the back, so she's not completely screwed. And how high in the air is Arthur going?
just enough to reach the head.
That's like 30 feet up into the air to the highest point, which seems to be like a combination of like either an arm or a wing or a tail or all three.
He goes for the wing.
No, it's like there's an accumulation of all three at the point of the hill. The head would be lower towards where Edda is. If you want the head. So if you want to gain access to the head, you can't be in the air. In this form that this dragon is in, assuming this is a dragon.
Arthur just still flies over the wings then.
Okay, yeah, you're at the top. Oh, yeah, no problem. So that's like 30 feet up in the air. Is that fine? Or you want like 20 feet up in the air? Because you still have the same bit of area to access. You also go 10 feet in the air, so in case you get knocked down or something, you take less damage.
I'm just gonna choose the 20 feet.
20 feet? Yeah, that's fine. So let me get stealth checks for everybody while you're approaching this thing.
Oh, yeah, great.
So
oh, hey, I didn't do good.
As you all approach, almost making a bit of noise in the back there, as Bjorn is going through shrubbery to get in a better position. Eventually, all of you sort of give each other like the look, Arthur being the in-between point to sort of signal the two of you. And what are you guys gonna do to this thing? What do you guys do? This shape of a rock that looks like to be a dragon, maybe. What is the first things that you guys do? Oh, before we go too far, who has the blade of Osgood?
I do.
Where do you have it?
It's on his belt right now.
No problem. So what are you guys using? What are you guys doing? I'm assuming you're attacking, but what are you guys doing to prepare or doing to set up for it, or?
Arthur just falls, I guess, to the wing.
Yeah, you might not want to do that because you're like probably how does your thing work? Do you know how your flying thing works?
It says it can fly me up to 30 feet.
Is that all it says?
Yep.
Nothing else? What's this thing called?
I look for my inventory again.
So I believe that thing, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Hellspawn wings.
Hellspawn wings. So I'm assuming you have to hold on to that in order to use it.
Maybe?
What you told him last time?
While holding the scepter of a human-like skull with prominent fangs held by a red-stained cloth surrounding the spine, you have a flying speed of 50 feet for 1 hour. When the hour is up, it regains its ability to fly again at dawn. So you don't want to use it all devil may care, like, you know.
Oh, I guess while he's owning the Hellspawn wings, he's also holding the flaming short sword then.
Sure. So you're gonna attack with the flame short sword, right?
Yep. I'll go roll damage.
No need. Not yet. What is Bjorn doing?
Bjorn's wielding his great axe.
So you're gonna start with the great axe.
Yeah, remember he has to take the head of the dragon with it.
I mean, it has to be the final blow. Doesn't have to be the first.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Then he will use the blade
You'll
of
know
Asgore.
it'll be relatively ineffective to this dragon.
And he's going to use the blade of Asgore.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna use that the scimitar. No problem. Okay. So, make your attacks. The two of you that would. This lady would attack. She missed both her strikes. Just
I get advantage because of raging, right?
if you're gonna go reckless,
If I go into raging,
raging is just you reduce damage. You could go reckless while you're raging.
I'll try that candy then.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. He's gonna do a reckless.
Yeah.
For his first attack.
Yeah, Victor, you have two shots, two attacks to make too. You can make the second one. The first one is a miss. You guys would have advantage on all these strikes. You are all flanking this thing effectively. So Arthur's first hit would hit, but make two more attacks or roll it with advantage. Arthur.
I'll roll with advantage this time.
Go for
Just ignore the roll I made.
No, I took the 12 and the 24. The 24 is the advantage of it. And then on 25, so 2 hits on that one. We got a 27 for Bjorn. Sorry, I'm waiting for the admin to disappear. And the 23 will hit as well. Okay. So she missed. And this thing shudders in place as you guys are striking past this thing. For a moment there, it looks like you guys are just striking at rock, but as you pull your weapons back, you see this deep red seep out from where that plunge of your weapon was. Well, yeah, that's redundant, but yes. And you guys see that this thing is actually alive as it rises and looks around and starts swiping first at but having seemingly been struck by a couple gnats around its back and its wings, it is defensive in all manner. So we're not going to go into initiative, but that was your surprise round, guys. What do you guys want to do now?
He's gonna keep attacking.
Yeah, make your attacks. Hit him. Attack. Kill.
Does a 22 hit?
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'll keep attacking the wings, that way he doesn't fly away.
Yeah, keep going for it. What's the attack? 25 on that. That'll hit. You'd have advantage, Arthur. You're flanking with Edda and Bjorn at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Roll me another one.
Okay.
Yeah, 24 is hitting this thing, and again, your fire is striking and doing a lot of damage to this thing, while the blade of Osgold is ripping through almost seamless past the scales, and all of you guys are just plummeting these weapons towards this poor dragon that was just sitting in its own space, taking a nap, wondering what about the future holds for his kin And nope, nothing. Nothing holds for that future, for they will get attacked. And this time, Edda attacks this thing massively with these she uses this bone sword. It looks like maybe a dragon tooth of some sort, or dragon horn, misshapen, almost bone white, maybe just a little bit off yellow. And yeah, they're just ripping through, almost gashing the entire lip of this dragon. Their roar turns into a yelp, and seemingly, as you guys are slamming into it with pretty heavy damage, I'll have to ask, are we getting the rage bonus on there, Jeff?
Oh, no, we are not.
So that's 6 hits. That's 4 hits that I would need to add rage bonus to, which is a +2 for you at this point, or +3 now?
Rage bonus.
+3 now, right?
Is it 3?
Yes, it is. So that's 4 times 3, 12. Another 12 on this thing. Yeah, so this thing is bloodied all to hell, looking at all of you. Now, it's its turn. First things first, that's a dexterity saving throw for everybody here.
Which I have advantage on because I'm raging.
Go ahead, rage your final rage. So anyone who passes, which is you guys, Edda passes as well. So everybody takes 8 plus 5, 13 divided by 2, 7 damage. Everybody takes 7 damage from just bludgeoning damage. So halved again for Bjorn. And you see as it's trying to flap its wings and get out of this situation, probably taking notice of the dragonborn individual right by his eyebrow. That's one thing. Next thing. Oh, it nat 20s on Edda. So
does it look bloodied, or does it look like it's on death's door?
This thing's bloodied. It is not on death's door yet. It takes a chunk of damage, but she's fine for now, from what it seems. The other attack. Yeah, so she's taking some damage. She's not bloodied, but she's not looking happy about the situation she's in. Yeah, it's your guys' turn again. As she's gonna retaliate real quick. But again, this dragon is not going to survive this fight. I just want to know what happens in the battle. What do you guys do?
Can Bjorn climb, like using the tail that he's standing at, like run up the back of the dragon to try to embed his axe in between its eyes?
Sure, you lose advantage unless you want to reckless on attacks, because you wouldn't be flanking anymore. You go reckless, this thing may not even target you, as it seems to have multiple targets.
Yeah, he's gonna run up and try to embed its axe, like up the back of the dragon.
Yeah,
try to embed the axe.
That'd be one of your attacks, but it would just be an athletics check if you want.
An athletics check.
Yeah.
Yep. Look.
Just cracks from the hard armor hide. But who says you can't try again? It was just one of your attack actions. You could just make another attack, but you could also make the attempt again.
And it'd have to be another athletics check to try to
It'd be athletics
embed the axe into its face. Ooh, wait, hold on. I think I have advantage on this
You would.
because of my bear totem.
I think his advantage is the raging.
I have advantage of that, but then I also have advantage due to my and the might of the bear, the carrying capacity, including maximum lift, doubled. I also have a thing called a brutal critical.
Put up the bear totem thing. 'Cause, yeah, I think there is something
Bear.
that applies to this exact situation. I believe, possibly. Or at least I'll make it.
There's that one.
The first one or the second part? It's because it's the second one that is the one that.
Because I have two of them. So I have the first part, and then I have
advantage on strength checks made to push, pull, lift, or break objects. This considers breaking into object for this time. For now, this is the one time I'll allow a dragon to be considered a breaking target, as it was a rock moments ago.
Then that last attack I get advantage of.
Are you gonna make an attack, or are you just gonna make the athletics check? You already had advantage from it, because I already knew you had that. I just didn't know exactly where you were gaining it from, but I had you covered. If you were to make it again, it'd be advantage, which I believe you already.
Yeah, he wants it. Yeah, I'm already rolling with advantage. I'll do that same thing again.
So
I don't know what the fuck I just rolled.
Does strike through, and it is embedded. It seems to maybe not be fully in, but it is stuck on the dragon. It's up to you to decide whether that be sufficient, or if that applies, or if that does what you wanted it to do.
He's going to just kind of clutch the axe, hold on for dear fucking life, hoping that he don't die.
Might just have to. Arthur, what are you doing?
Okay, so it's up. It swapped me down like a fly, and
No, you're fine. You're still hanging around. It seems to try to swing at you, but doesn't even do much.
Oh, they just goes for the weeds again. Now they're flesh now.
Yeah. Flesh isn't the right terminology, as this thing is very tough hide scales that sort of glisten with the bit of light that comes down from this place in the underworld. The wings themselves, though, seem to almost resemble glass to a degree, from like when you strike at it, the way it bounces back, or if you pierce through it, it almost doesn't tear at all. It just looks like like it got embedded in there. Yeah, make your attacks.
Advantage or normal?
You still have advantage with Etta flanking where you are, because you are not on top of this thing. But I will ask, do you want to summon the eyeball? This is a one-use item.
No. Because
Okay,
the big, but no.
So that'll be a miss.
Okay.
So 18 is just enough to hit this thing. So you do damage. So question. Do you end your turn there? Do you do anything else?
No,
do you
not
action
really.
Surge?
Oh,
this
definitely.
Thing is barely hanging on. Might be worth getting every little bit out so it could be slain as soon as possible, because just think of like waking up a cat. It now has revenge in its mind.
Okay, then I guess action surge, which requires
It's just an action surge. Just you do it. You usually get 2 more attacks if you want it.
Yep. I guess that advantage again.
Yeah, you still have advantage. It hasn't gone away. Okay, so I think that's a nat 20.
I believe so.
That is a nat
If it
20.
glows like that, I think it's 20.
It's because he rolled low on the damage. He rolled max and low. Okay, so I'm seeing. And then another hit. Okay, so with those 3 hits, clang, 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 as you hitting it with this fire sword, this weapon that is pseudo magical, while the slashing damage isn't doing much, the fire is enveloping and hurting this creature. It is sufficient and at slaying monstrosities. And as this creature is barely hanging around with this tattered set of wings on its side, it's looking up to try to escape. But yeah, it's his turn. It's gonna try to escape. It goes up in the air. It uses its speed, and then it's gonna dash. So you have an attack of opportunity, Arthur. Hedda has an attack of opportunity, and Jeff. Bjorn has to try to hold on to dear life. So that'll be an athletics check to keep from falling. You have advantage again. So another hit, fire again, hurting this thing. Edda nat 20s this thing, and this basically just hanging around 2 seconds from falling, and this thing is spilling just red all over the battlefield here. As as Bjorn, you're holding on to this thing, and your weapon actually breaks off a bit, so you're actually just grabbing onto the scales, and your hammer, whatever other weapon you had, fell off, by the way, so it's just on the ground under this guy next to Arthur, I'll say. But you have your axe, and you're on this thing. This thing is currently 120 feet up in the air, though. As it flies, it has 1 hit point left.
Bjorn is going to try to stomp his axe into the brain of this dragon.
Yeah, so you just go for the swing, right into it. So you like you create you so I imagine, right, as you had it embedded like near the shoulder, the back and shoulder area, and it dislodges for a moment. You climb up for 2 seconds as it itself is rising, and again, the pressure is intense, and you give it that one Hail Mary, that one swing to try to slay it. Make the attack.
Is that just a normal weapon attack, or is that an athletics attack?
It is an attack if you want to hit it down. If you do anything else, it won't knock it out. It is at 1 hit point. What do you want to do? You can do whatever you want. But if you want to attack
Did I hit?
17 is not enough to hit. AC is 18. Woof, woof. 2 strikes, both missing. Too close to almost barely miss. Now, you have not been chosen by Ayala. No deity has asked for your aid, right, Bjorn?
No.
But in this world, this underworld, being a human, it almost felt like magic was never for you. Almost as if everything else was capable of magic. Even other humans had some intuition with it, but you almost felt abandoned by the gods who would offer it. Today is different. Today you sort of feel a pull. The question is, do you accept?
Yeah.
as you strike down, giving you a +1 bonus as your weapon itself, as it is slain this creature, lobbing its head clean off. It literally drops faster than the body does. The body is still sort of flapping in the air, headless there, as you're sort of just looking at your axe brimming with this blue energy that surrounds it. You killed it. Unfortunately, what must go up, what goes up must come down.
Yeah. I know. I'm really not looking forward to the amount of points I lose on this.
What are you doing to try to mitigate some of this damage?
He's trying to turn the dragon to where the dragon's body hits and not him.
Okay, so you're gonna try to leverage it. Arthur?
Yeah.
Arthur, I need a dexterity saving throw from you, my friend. Arthur, are you there? Hey, Victor, you there? Alright, so... Edda's good.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just looking for the dexterity thing.
Alright, do it for me. That'd be great. Bjorn, for you, it's just a D100.
Oh, fuck.
See how lucky you are. Again, roll high.
Oh.
You're good. Roll low. Alright, middle is good. So yeah. So was it 120? I can't max 10 die anyway. And then because of that save bonus, so Bjorn only takes a very low damage actually. 12, 15 damage down to 8 damage bludgeoning. As,
that's not bad at all.
You sort of just smack down, sort of digging yourself inside of the carcass of this blue entity. You pull a Star Wars 100%, and then when it splats, you kind of just are spilled out with the carcass that explodes all around in this area. A lot of the bits and pieces are still lingering together, and that will be definitely 100% useful for collecting body parts that will aid you in creating magical items or potions and what have you, and you guys can decide how to do that when you do that with your crew that is slowly arriving, as they were told to show up the moment the dragon starts flying, but they showed up for nothing because they thought they were going to start attacking, and Bjorn just said no. I will write up what that weapon has become. It has now been upgraded. You slay another dragon and it will gain another upgrade, but I think we'll end the game here in this high point, as the world is a little less magical. Go ahead.
Bjorn wants to take the heart ahead.
Yeah, for sure. The head lands almost safely, completely 100%. Almost like the DM knows that people want to mount it on stuff. The heart, we'll have to roll about that next time to see what actually is salvageable from this carcass. So
if it's a heart, it cause something.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. There's a ton you'll be able to find. You'll probably be able to make a cape from the wings here and make a new wingsuit or something. I don't know what you guys want to do or pay someone to do stuff. But yeah. And again, who knows? You free the underworld and then go to the warden of port and 1 million gold? Wow. I wonder if that's still valid. Again, as a DM, I will always throw a couple red herrings here. I will always throw a whole bunch of side missions and quests here. Many of them are truthful, just like this dragon. This dragon was 100% dragon, and it did 100% upgrade your thing. Is it better than the other weapons you have? No. But, as a start with the axe, I think.
Plus, our new ally in the end. We have a new ally.
Shit's on allies, you're right. Very
Well,
important ally, in fact.
Well, I think I should go to bed then.
Yes. Thank you very much, all. It was a pleasure.
See ya.
Bye.